break this down, recently there is the case of social register. Now we are looking at how digitalization can impact in that's when we are talking about Nigeria's growth. Now, recently there is a social register where it's been said it's been trying to look at how it will be made easier to reach some certain level of, I would say, people. Now, in as much as it is not being digitalized, I'm not talking about putting that in digital perspective. Maybe you can highlight the importance of how digitalizing this will be like a great step forward for the nation rather than doing the analog or the
Yeah.
usual way of tackling such issues.
Okay. You see, this is one of those key aspects where technology, you know, works for humans. This is a core example. This is a typical kind of example. Because the people you're dealing with, they may not have phones, smartphones for which you can make a connection with them, right? But there are ways we can reach them, and this is where this digitalization is important, right? Now, you can't buy phones for all of them, but for instance, as I sit here, I can think of human creativity tells me for this kind of people, I need to go back a little bit, right? And then use what we can look at the way we can access them and bring them into technology. So what can we do? We can say, okay, let's start taking thumbprints for them, mapping their information. So we have a database, right? Everybody that thumbprints is unique. We generate a unique ID for them, for example, right? So it means that even without a smartphone, we have data on them.
Digital data.
We have digital data on them because we have taken their thumbprint, we have taken a name, even if it's just the first name, right? Maybe the person cannot give you a complete name, but you have a thumbprint, a generated ID. For example, these things can be broken down into regions, local governments, villages, right? So you have these databases where this data will be collected and transmitted, right? Trust you, the code will do all the checks to ensure that every input is unique. Now it means that you can come to this digital system, put a local government and get that information. And you can get it with precision, even without having Google Maps or any kind of location, because while making that entry, you have received location. So you can tell the region where these people are. You can say, okay, today we need to attend to people in this local government. And you can pull them up and see. You can inform the local government heads to say, okay, we want to reach out to your people with ABC, and they know how to reach them. And they can pull up that data and everything will pop up, even if you want images, provided you have that thumbprint. So that's what I mean by going back. You go back to the thumbprinting, right? Which, everybody knows this was done for people who maybe could not sign. You go back to that and reintegrate it back, right? Because we still use thumbprints in banks, don't we? We still use it in so many scenarios. So it's important that is the only way